Boruto might have the same dojutsu as Kinshiki and Momoshiki. If you guys think back and remember to when the Boruto movie actually happened, Momoshiki actually absorbed Kinshiki, his eyes changed colors. It wasn't the exact byakugan, and I'm here to talk about that and kind of compare it to the Boruto dojutsu that we see right now. And one of the main things that it has in similarity is the black scarlet around the actual pupils. And if you guys look, I'm going to be showing you a picture of Momoshiki. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. It has the black scarlet around it. A lot of people would kind of say Boruto's dojutsu color or the Jougan color is kind of different, and Momoshiki's eye isn't really glowing. I like to agree with that, and dojutsu can actually vary. And as you guys remember, back when we seen the Sharingan a lot, sometimes it would glow, sometimes it wouldn't, but that's not one of my main points right now. My main point is that some dojutsu can actually change over time. As you guys remember, in the beginning of Naruto Shippuden, when we seen the Rinnegan at first, it looked totally different from the end product. So I'm not going to put much ground into that argument yet, just because of the fact that you could look at any old regular dojutsu and say, oh, it's the Sharingan, oh, it's the Rinnegan, oh, it's a byakugan. But what I want to say is, if it has the structure for it and the actual base for it to be a certain dojutsu, then it could possibly be the same dojutsu. If you guys look, the black scarlet on Momoshiki's eyes and the black scarlet on Boruto's eyes is kind of the same. And after you go past that, you see the actual pupils, and you see the pupils being, you could clearly see the different pupils in the actual eye. Now, a lot of people might say it's just another form of the byakugan, but the thing about the byakugan is that it's a pure white eye. Sometimes you'll see that small pupil, but sometimes you won't see that small pupil. That's what I really want to key in on right now. When you look at Momoshiki's eyes, you clearly seen all the pupils in his eyes, and you never really once thought, you know, like, this is a clear pure eye. When we see the byakugan and when we think of the byakugan, it's actually hard to differentiate all the pupils. Another thing I want to say is the fact that Momoshiki doesn't actually have veins coming from its eyes. When we see the pure byakugan and we see it being activated, you see veins coming from its eyes. That means the byakugan is working. Now, I'm not saying that this is a sure thing, and Momoshiki definitely has the dojutsu that Boruto has. I'm saying if she didn't activate the byakugan throughout the whole fight against Naruto and Sasuke, that wouldn't be a smart decision, and I don't think he actually tried to do that. So what I'm saying is, whatever Momoshiki has is not a clear, direct byakugan, because as I said, it has the black scarlet for one, and he doesn't seem to activate it by all the veins around his eyes. So that right there tells me that it's not going to be a clear and correct byakugan. So I think it's going to be a high possibility that that dojutsu is actually the same dojutsu as Boruto. And the thing that really differentiates Boruto's and Momoshiki dojutsu, as I said earlier in the video, is just the kind of vibrant colors that Boruto dojutsu actually gives off. And I want to point out that in some clips of Boruto, you actually see that Boruto dojutsu isn't shining as much as it used to, or it doesn't shine as much as in other clips. And that's just the variation of Boruto and Naruto Shippuden I want to highlight to you guys. So what I'm saying is, the animators of Boruto probably didn't foresee Boruto getting a dojutsu. Well, they actually didn't foresee. If you guys look back in the interview, Kinshiki actually said he forgot to give Boruto the regular byakugans in the movie, or maybe it was this dojutsu in the movie, but he actually forgot. So the animators could probably change the eye to make it look extremely more better, just like they did with the Rinnegan and in Nagato's case and everybody else's case where they actually used the Rinnegan. The next thing I ask myself is, how did Momoshiki get these eyes? Because as you guys remember, at first he had the regular byakugan, and Kinshiki also had the regular byakugan. And now understand this, the parameters are kind of skewed because these are members from the Otsutsuki clan, so their blood is kind of different. They have a more advanced level of blood than mere mortals do. So at some point we have to just say, oh, that's just because they're in the Otsutsuki clan. But I really want to analyze this a little bit. So Momoshiki had 2 sets of byakugan and Kinshiki had 2 sets of byakugan. Together that would be 4 sets of byakugan. That means if you put 2 sets of byakugan in one eye, it creates that dojutsu, which is the Jougan, the same dojutsu as Boruto. So what I'm thinking, Boruto could have had some genetic malfunction. Both of his byakugans that he was supposed to get from Hinata actually made it into one eye. So it made that one eye the Jougan, which is the dojutsu that he has. And also Momoshiki and Kinshiki's case, they had 4 dojutsus, which means that 4 dojutsus combined itself into 2 eyes, which made both of his eyes the actual Jougan. And I think that's extremely possible just because of the sheer fact that Boruto only had 2 of the byakugans and Momoshiki had 4. So that's another reason why I think Momoshiki and Boruto actually have the same kind of dojutsu. And it would be absolutely crazy if that is the case, because if that is the case, that means that Boruto's dojutsu is going to be extremely overpowered. But then again, this is just some wacky kind of theory that I actually thought of, and I think there's a little bit of merit behind it just because of the sheer fact that they look so similar, and the fact that they have the scarlet and the pupils are clearly defined. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd like to hear what you guys think about this topic, and make sure if you guys comment in the first 15 minutes of the episode with the hashtag notification squad, you'll probably be featured in my next Boruto video. But it's been your boy Baara. Be